Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect, and do I look fine?
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the...
Are you ready to be entertained? Let's get into another reaction, y'all. This is Monsters. This is the Lyle and Erik Menendez story. You guys know this. Let's get into episode 3. The links for the full reactions are down below. Feel free to click those links, as well as hit the like button, share, and don't forget to comment. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Monsters and find out exactly what the show has got to give. Uh-oh.
Laurel.
Jerry, you need to come back home right now.
What are you talking about?
1990.
Parking in the back?
4 spaces.
Heart of Westwood.
Perfect.
UCLA. Gus, what's happening, my man? How's the restaurant? What?
Jerry!
As I explained to your wife, we have been granted a lawful court order to search your home. Relevant tape recordings related to the murder of Jose and Kitty Menendez.
Got their confessions all on tape. We're talking hours and hours.
Let's just say a credible source.
It was her, Jerry.
Not now.
You know it was that crazy bitch!
I would like to make it clear that I in no way violated the confidentiality of my patient.
Where are the tapes?
Well, what is this? Fucking take it, okay? If the cops are gonna fucking arrest me, then I'm gonna need you guys to bail me out.
Those cops still think that Erik and I killed our fucking parents. I don't even know who the fuck else they've been talking to.
On the fucking confidentiality thing, and then they get their hands on those fucking tapes that I am fucked.
Mother deserved to die? I don't think we ever thought about it like that. One of you feel differently about killing your mom?
No, absolutely not. I didn't even want to influence him on the issue. I just let him sleep on it for a few nights.
We had to kill her.
That's a crazy body.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ready? I'm fucking starving.
Sick ride, man. Did you get a good deal? Porsche out of the shop.
Tomorrow, but till then I gotta drive Eric's piece of shit fucking Wrangler.
Douchebag, what the fuck are you doing? Go, go, go.
Down his stomach. Give me your hands behind your back. Don't move.
Where's his brother?
How can this be happening?
The police didn't have a case!
Well, it seems they do now, and apparently the DA agrees.
My buddy.
Robert Shapiro, top criminal attorney.
Robert
He can
Shapiro.
help us handle this.
Arrested by Interpol, thrown into some Middle Eastern jail where your constitutional protections don't apply.
That's that Menendez boy. Ooh, Menendez.
How do they know what's going on?
Can't live in that.
Well, he's about to. Now get in.
I never thought about what about say jail.
It's okay. You don't have to handcuff me.
Sorry. Right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Erik, did you get back to LA? A couple hours ago. I thought that I might never see you again.
Of course, I was coming back. You're my brother.
We're on our own.
No, I said not Aquanet because they
Confiscate that shit.
Insert 10 cents for 5 minutes.
Fucking phones, Robert. It's like impossible to get any goddamn dimes in here.
Lyle, 5 families? I mean, that's a very vague story.
Okay, well then, Bambinos. Focus on them.
Please insert 10 cents for 5 more minutes.
I borrowed $9.
Yeah, he sucked my...
Erik, gotta eat.
That dude over there won't stop staring at me. Don't look.
Come on, man! What the fuck?
The moose, right? And then the wig tape. And seriously, fucking died.
Why is there milk in the toilet?
That's where I keep it cold.
As many of those as you can get. Because he's starting to stink.
Here's $50. This will get you all the dimes you need.
Fucking moron! I don't need money, I need dimes!
Uncle Carlos, we had absolutely nothing to do with the murders.
Give it to you for 2 dimes, 2.
Just wait 20 minutes till everybody else is done, then I go in. Get the showers all to myself.
We need fucking rolls and rolls.
Oh, be careful. I wonder if this is a real part of the story that his hair is like detachable. Wait, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening?
See you around. Yeah, see ya.
2 pieces a day, I can kind of make it look okay, but I really need more like 4. And then I also need something, this one's really important, Bain du Soleil.
Bain du Soleil, what is that?
It's self-tanner. Looks like a fucking ghost. We both do. It's the lights in here. They leach the vitamin D out of your bones.
We gotta get real here. I don't think you get what's going on here.
This makes me think that you don't understand what's going on here, Mr. Shapiro, because this is 1990. One thing that I'm concerned about is how we look on camera. Because if we look the right way, then there isn't a fucking jury on this planet that is going to believe that we did this.
Let me tell you the number one thing I'm concerned about.
Go ahead. What's that?
Is that a sauna?
It's a gas chamber. It's built for 2, which is convenient. The rich and spoiled, and that's the type of person folks love to hate. I mean, you look like psychopaths. Told you to smile. Be respectful. No.
The lights were bugging out my eyes,
and I barely slept for days. Very strong opinion of you 2.
We did not kill our parents.
And I suggest we try a different strategy other than fake Tanner and blaming Fidel Castro.
We could always. We haven't talked to you about what really happened.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We don't know what happened that night. We were at the movies, thinking about the stuff that went on before that.
Please give my brother and I just a brief moment with one another. We're gonna talk about that.
I just think it could kind of help the journey understand.
Stuff just happens sometimes, Eric. It's just being boys. We're not gonna talk about it.
You're not even defending them.
Because they are impossible to defend. The reason they were arrested is because there are audio tapes. So you need to open your eyes to the fact that Lyle and Erik's story is full of holes. Look. I'm the guy you hired to cut a deal. Okay? That's what I thought I was here to do. I don't believe them, and the jury won't believe them. So you need to find somebody else. State of California is going to put them to death.
Years ago, it would have been. But the new law, then because I got a gun on me, suddenly it's aggravated. And here with, murderers.
Innocent people. Guess that's just the way the system is.
You gay, right?
What? No.
I'm gay, but I'm saying you like being with dudes, right?
Like being around you.
Yeah, okay. I know who I am. I don't give a fuck. And neither should you, is all I'm saying.
What did I do? I don't have anything.
What's this?
What? I don't know.
Erik, read this once, then throw it away. But these are some things I've been thinking about. We'll jump into the car and head to the 110. We should get plastic surgery. We need facelifts, chin implants, maybe. This. Then we figure out where we're going. Belgium, Lebanon, and then we settle in Colombia.
You gotta search yourself. What's this?
What's going on?
I told you to step to the red line.
Hey, you gotta tell me why.
Hey, what the fuck? Hey! Where are you taking him?
They moved your brother to a different cell block.
Pass each other letters all the time.
This letter. This one was an escape plan. When is he coming back?
They moved him there for good.
Is there anybody in there that you think you could trust?
Why do I kind of want to cry? Like, this is like a lot.
Why exactly are you looking to adopt?
Tim, this woman doesn't need our entire life story. Though if I'm being honest, I think all couples should have to prove they're fit to be good parents. Some couples, they have a baby, neglect him, abuse him, 20 years later, I end up having to defend him.
And as your husband mentioned, you already have a grown daughter. This point in your life, You're ready to do that all over again?
I don't actually remember being a mother. I mean, yes, of course, I remember. I had Lane right before I started law school, and I'd just gotten divorced. Not that I was a bad mother. I was not a bad mother. Imperfect? Yes. But I feel that I'm at a point in my life now where I could actually enjoy being a mother. I see what happens when kids don't get the nurturing they need, love they need, so that they never have to come across a criminal defense attorney like me.
Dominic, you are exaggerating.
Sharon, know that I never exaggerate.
Okay.
Stared evil in the face as I have. It's something you never forget. Classic sociopaths, especially the older brother.
How can a child even think of doing something like that to a parent?
The only thing that shocks me, disgusts me, puts the rights of killers and rapists over and above their victims.
Especially if those defendants are black and brown and lack access to adequate counsel. Saying only innocent people deserve a proper defense? Capital punishment is an absolute moral travesty.
If it isn't the Dragon Lady, defense attorney to society's most reprehensible.
You can't just take it at face value. You have to determine the state of mind the person was in when they committed the crime. Mentally competent when they committed the crime? Were they cognitively impaired?
Tried to help make a plea deal for the man who murdered my daughter.
There's one thing the prosecution doesn't like. It's nuance.
So I guess you could say outrage is your middle name.
Believe it or not, it's hope.
Odd seeing you here.
It's true, it's not my usual scene.
I read your client Rick Sanders's appeal motion got denied again.
Dominic has been entertaining you ladies. You know, apart from being a failed movie producer, don't believe everything he says. He's prone to exaggeration.
I'm sure somewhere there's a murderer in need of your assistance.
I don't hate all the press. Come on, just the numbskulls. Wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me?
And meet all of us. Jerry Taylor says that you're the best female criminal defense attorney in all of LA.
He simply would have said, I'm the best. I know, Bob. He's a fine lawyer, but he's not who you want for a case like this. I don't like cutting deals. I prefer to fight.
So you've worked on cases like this before?
Defended a young man by the name of Arnel Salvatierra, who admitted to killing his father. Years of physical and psychological abuse. Now, the prosecution wanted you to believe that Arnel was a monster. Well, that is not what I believe happened. Now have waited until his father, in one of his rages, finally ended up murdering him. I wanted the jury to see that Arnel was not the monster. If you convict Arnel of first-degree murder, father's hand will rise up from the grave. Arnel was acquitted of first-degree murder. To be clear, I'd only be defending Erik. Lyle still needs to retain his own separate counsel. These boys do not deserve to spend the rest of their lives in prison. Can't guarantee you an outcome. I will put up one hell of a fight.
When can you start?
Perhaps we should discuss my fee first. Imagine these last few weeks have been hard for you.
Yes, it's been a lot.
I'm sure you've heard what they've been saying about you. You're a couple of spoiled rich kids who murdered your parents for financial gain. Cars, the designer clothes, the Rolexes, the spending spree. That was you and your brother's first mistake of trusting that scumbag, Dr. Oziel, and confessed to him. Then you threatened to kill him.
We were never gonna kill Dr. Oziel.
He entered into evidence and used against you at trial.
But we didn't know.
When Lyle start telling people different versions of what happened, you boys that confident you were never gonna be arrested? Show up in court, you look absolutely soulless. Guess your biggest mistake was killing your parents in the first place. I read the letter Lyle wrote you. That crazy, insane escape plan. There was something else he wrote in there that caught my attention. We alone know the truth. Alone know the secrets of our family's past. What does he mean by that? I've hired Dr. William Vickery. He's a forensic psychiatrist. Why?
No,
Erik,
no more shrinks. I can't.
That's because he's a prick who violated professional ethics and manipulated your trust. Now that I am your lawyer, I am not going to let you make any more mistakes. I need you to be totally honest with me.
I just can't stand the food. Bloating.
That's what he's talking about.
And now this stuff.
Erik,
You're just wasting your money. Job is to help you get to the bottom of all this. Cannot do that unless you start being honest with me.
It's hard.
Try.
We did do it. But there was a reason.
Come on. You gotta be kidding me.
What happened?
I talked to Dr. Vickery. I hope that's okay. I want to thank you for telling the truth. And I'm just gonna say that truth out loud now. You were sexually molested by your brother Lyle. And this started when?
5 or 6. I thought that I kind of liked it.
How did it make you feel, Erik?
I never blamed him.
No?
No. Because my dad did it to him. Told him it was like, this is what the Spartans did, and it made you tough. But I know that at some point, Lyle told him to stop, and he did. And that time when it stopped, I remember when that happened.
And why was that?
Because that's when my dad started doing it to me.
Oh my God, this is so sad.
Sweetheart,
I'm like...
Thank you for telling me that. Thank you. How could you even survive that? Tell me.
You sprinkle cinnamon onto his coffee or put it on his food. It just made the cum taste better. He just started getting annoyed that there was cinnamon on everything. Started putting lemon juice on all of my food just so that it would numb my taste buds. I knew at some point that I was going to be willing to do anything, make it all stop.
Well, so as you guys hear more of the story, listen, I'm not crying because, you know, they actually killed their parents, right, in real life. And I don't know, you know, where the line is between Netflix being Netflix, you know, kind of making it the show their own, and then also it also being the truth. Because, you know, just like the Dahmer story, they kind of threw some things in there that did not actually happen. Once again, this should be known for most people when they watch this show. It's not true. It's not true every single scene or every single moment. It's not true in the show. They do throw their own 1 to the 2 to the 2 to the 3. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they really were molested. The N word. I'm not sure how YouTube feels about that. Those words. Molested. I'm pretty sure because we haven't edited it in here anyways. And that's when it gets hard. And hearing the details about it, it breaks my heart. There's so many people out there, so many kids out there that this happens to, where adults take advantage of them, and it's 100 times worse when it's your own family. That is torturous. It is horrible. It is sad to hear. It's actually kind of interesting. Sometimes I sit here and I watch like law or criminal stuff, courts, and there was this one court case that I watched as I was trying to just, you know, eat my steak with my onions and my rice and my beans and empanada on the side. Are you guys hungry yet? But I was listening to this one court case and it just came up. Obviously, I don't know what each court cases deal with. So I sit there and I also love law. So I sit there and watching this guy came up, and this guy was arrested and he was out on bail. And this, I don't know if it was a sentencing, like what was happening, but he was found guilty and pled guilty to R-word his own daughter. Or was it his stepdaughter? I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it was his stepdaughter or daughter. The child was super young. And so, like, it actually doesn't matter, but the child was super young. It doesn't matter if it's stepdaughter or daughter is what I was trying to say. And he actually told the judge that Judge Boyd is her name. Look, you guys can look her up. She's a great judge. He was telling her, well, the girl kept opening up her legs. You know, like when children like sit on couches, you know, they kind of like go like one of these. I've done it when I was young. Like I just like lay on a couch. Like I'm like, I don't got bills to pay. This is not my couch, but I'm sitting on it. Like one of those. That's what the child did. And that was his excuse to R-word the child. He's like, he actually said, I thought the child wanted it. There are people out there that are disgusting, that just are evil. And if this really happened to them, where the father was doing it to his older son, and then the older son was doing it to his brother, as sick and twisted as that whole thing is, it's still freaking heartbreaking. And then hearing about the cinnamon, I mean, that's crazy. Once again, I don't know if that's part of real life. Did that really happen? Or is this Netflix throwing its one to the two? I would find it really hard. Who could even think about writing that? You know, writers do have talent and they can think about stuff, but I don't know. That's like really graphic. Once again, I don't know about these two individuals until this show. I knew the show was coming out. So I obviously, I was talking about kids. I was like 1 year old when this whole situation was happening. So I was not preview is a word that I'm looking for, but that my energy drink hasn't kicked in yet. But I was not aware of all of this. Regardless, this is a very hard episode to watch. But we got there, we got through it. Now you got Erik going in, now he's partnered with that guy. Then Lyle is in another part of the cell block. Lyle is definitely the more angry brother. I hope I'm getting the names right. And Erik is not. Erik is more the emotional one. I don't know where we're gonna go from here other than they obviously lose. They're still in jail. And then I saw somewhere that they were gonna get, they might be getting out of jail early, but then I double checked and that's not true. So they'll be in there for the rest of their lives. Spoiler, I guess. Very good episode. Expect more, guys. This was very, very touching. And to anybody who has gone through that in real life, please talk to somebody about it. Do not hold that inside. It is, holding things like that could be straining and draining on somebody, especially growing up. It leads to anger. It leads to other things, dark roads and dark paths. And not just this, just anything that you have gone through in your younger life. And you are here now. Be happy you survived it. You are strong enough to survive anything. Please reach out to somebody just to have that conversation. It really does help. And trust me, I'm anti-therapist for me, but I know that it's helped my whole entire family. So, and actually, as I gotten older now, I would totally talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Now I feel like I'm in a stage of my life where I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll let a random stranger in, you know, whatever. But it'll take a while. As you see, we've been talking about it. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? But definitely, I do think that everybody should definitely speak to somebody, because mental health is important. It is real, and it is not shined a light more in the United States of America, and I do not know why. We all go through very dark times. We deal with so much in this world that you need to find somebody, some safe space that you could like release it. So that's all my advice I have to say. Now I'm gonna switch it around and go back to the YouTube, Andres. Please check out all my other reactions while you're here, and until next time, I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right.
Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, 70 lives, one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'll be the fucker running through the six with a bag.